When I started working on this issue, there weren't really too many academics who were that interested in it. So I have a bit of a historical perspective on the way that these problems have been viewed over the decades by different countries, and how the issues have become more complicated and how they've changed as a result of the entrance of new technology into our lives, but also as a result of profound events, right, such as 9/11, you know. So those are all the things that have animated my research. So, for example, we're sitting here in Vancouver, and after the Vancouver Olympics, myself and some students did a study of the way that new security technologies, surveillance technologies, were introduced into downtown Vancouver in order to protect the public and the athletes and everybody during the games, during this mega event. And the question really was, were those measures temporary, or did they endure? Were they introduced in such a way that, you know, they will go away, or are they still around us? And to a large extent, they're still around us. So when we have these major events either in a city or in a country which demand an excessive security presence and response, it's typical for those measures not to go away. You know, it's typical for them to stay and for them to be used for purposes for which they were not originally intended. For example, the video surveillance cameras that are currently around the streets of Vancouver. Even though there may be good and beneficial public benefits for those cameras, their installation always has to be balanced against the rights of individuals to go about their lives privately and to not have their data processed and communicated in ways that establishes inappropriate risks.